Hey, welcome back to the show. Jack Scalfani here, and today's episode is a special episode. It's kind of like Mythbusters, but in the kitchen. Okay, we're going to find out if Splenda really can replace sugar when you're baking. Everybody has told me it can, and it tastes just as good. And some people said, oh, it has an aftertaste. So we're going to make butter cookies today, and we're going to find out whether you can Splenda or you can't Splenda. All right. I use it in my coffee, I use it on my cereal, but can you really bake with Splenda? Now this bag here is a cup for a cup, so however much sugar is in the recipe, I can put that much Splenda in the recipe, all right? We're gonna do that in a moment, but first, there was something else. Oh yeah, sorry. All right, we don't need that right now. I forgot to tell you what came in the mail today. Check this out. I haven't even opened it. It just came. I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to do this episode this week. Watch me cut myself just doing a box. So pathetic. All right, what do we got here? Are you ready for this? You ready? It's like Christmas. Look at this. It is the Easy Cracker, baby. Is that cool? I got the Easy Cracker. Yeah. And no jokes. So anyway, it's supposed to crack eggs effortlessly, separate whites from yolks. You guys have written me so many about this, so many emails that I finally got to ordering it, and it just came in the mail today. So this episode's coming up. It's the Easy Cracker, and everybody, this seems to be like one of the hottest as seen on TV products right now. So we're going to be reviewing that, and that's probably going to be next week. Can't wait. All right, so let's get to the cookies. We're going to make two batches. One with Splenda, one with sugar. We're going to do a little taste test. You're going to have to trust me on this, okay? If it tastes like dog food, I'm going to tell you it's dog food, okay? If it tastes pretty good, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be totally honest, I promise. I'm not getting paid by sugar or Splenda. I couldn't care less which one wins. I just finally want to know, can I bake with Splenda? Will it taste the same? So let's get in close and I'll show you the recipe. All right, so here's my sugar. I'm going to put a cup in this bowl. And then here I got a package of Splenda. I'm going to put a cup of this powder in this bowl. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but the sugar kind of is really, and yes, I washed my hands, so don't even bother with the emails. All right. As you can see, the sugar is a lot finer than the Splenda. This is like a really fine dust. And yet the Splenda kind of, it's weird. Look, it kind of looks like snow. Isn't that weird? It's a lot lighter and airier. It's not as heavy. This is 3 times heavier than this. And yet there's both a cup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 cups of flour in each container because that's what the recipe calls for. So now we got 2 cups of flour in each container. Now we're going to put in the half teaspoon of baking powder in each container. Go, half a teaspoon. Ta-da. Same thing here. Half a teaspoon. And remember, you always, when you're baking, you want to blend your dry ingredients first before you incorporate them with the wet ingredients. We're going to do that in a moment. But first, we also have to do half a teaspoon of salt. There's salt right there. And salt right there. Now, the recipe asks for you to whisk together the flour, baking powder, salt in a small bowl. So we're going to mix these up first. So here we go. We're going to whisk these ingredients together. All right, now it's time to get into the butter sugar mix. So we're going to put the dry ingredients off to the side. You know what I don't like about this episode? I'll tell you right now. I have to wash twice as many dishes. So here's one bowl for the butter and Splenda, and here's one bowl for the butter and sugar. Okay, each batch is asking for 1.5 sticks of butter, which is also 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter, okay? Usually when they specify it's unsalted, if they just say butter, it's salted. So here you go. Remember, I'm going to let these set for a minute. Your butter should always be room temperature so it's soft. Okay, now the butter is at room temperature. We're going to add sugar, Splenda, then we're going to beat it. We're going to do one at a time, so let's just do the sugar one first. So it tells you for 6 minutes, you're going to use a hand mixer and beat the sugar in with the butter for 6 minutes on medium. so this is how it's going to look right there, all fluffy and creamy. Now it says to add in 1 egg and vanilla extract, okay, or vanilla, and you do a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So 1 egg and vanilla goes right in here. But the one thing you got to remember now, when I mix it, it's going to be on low. It's not going to be on high. So I'm going to go to a low speed. We're going to mix that in nice and well. Now once the egg is all in there, you're going to try and incorporate the dry ingredients, okay? This is the sugar mixture. So you're going to slowly put in a little bit of flour at a time, okay? Put a little bit and mix that in. You're going to keep adding a little bit at a time until you've incorporated all the flour into the mixture. Now make sure all the flour is combined, scrape the edges. You don't want to beat it too long, so kind of incorporate it quickly, okay? But you want to make sure it's mixed in well. So get a spatula or a wooden spoon to incorporate the rest. If you feel it hasn't mixed in very well with the mixer, just get those edges clean. Now, let's go to the next step. Okay, the next step is to grab a piece of wax paper, because we're going to form little rolling logs. I'll show you how this works. So you're going to want, this is about 12 inches across. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is put a roll out here of 2 inches wide, 12 inches across. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Well, I lied. I'm not going to show you how to do that. I'm going to attempt to do it myself. And I may fail miserably, but let's see where this goes, okay? Once again, wash your hands, get ready. And yes, my wedding ring is on and it's not coming off, so don't even ask. All right, here we go. And be sure to powder your hands too, so you can work with the with this. Put a little powder in your hands too. Grab a little bit, keep it powdered. 2 inches in diameter is not much. Let's take a look here and see if we can't get them into 12-inch rows. I mean, that should be good, right? Looks like about 12 inches across, right? And sloppily 2 inches thick. Okay, here's the tricky part. You ready? Now, you're going to roll it up into plastic. Okay, got it all rolled up in here. You're going to put this in the refrigerator for 4 hours. Don't ask me why. That's what the recipe says. Then we're going to cut it in pieces and put them on the cookie sheet and make cookies out of them. Okay, we're going to speed up this episode real quick. Here's the butter. I'm going to do the blend again, but this is the Splenda this time. Then once it's blended, I'm going to put in the egg and vanilla. And once that's done, I'm going to incorporate the flour. No reason to make you watch it all over again. So let's do that, and we'll roll out these logs. Now, one more thing before I put this in put this one and the other one like it in the refrigerator. I'm going to, right on here, on both of them, these are the Splenda ones, okay? So we know which one's which. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. It's been chilling in the refrigerator for about 5-6 hours. I don't know, I lost track. We're going to put the cookies on this cookie sheet. Check this out. This is the sugar one, okay? All right, nice and chilled, nice and hard. We're gonna cut it into 1/4-inch pieces. So I'm gonna start in the middle. Oh, that's perfect. So like try to, I don't know what a 1/4 inch is, just kind of eye it. Don't chop your fingers. There we go. All right, so that's what it looks like. These are the cookies with sugar. And just to let you know which one has sugar on it, I'm removing one. So the sugar cookies will have one less cookie than the Splenda, so we can identify them. Because I'm not gonna use a magic marker on these cookies. All right, we identified this as Splenda. We wrote right on there, Splenda. So let's unravel that over the sink. Okay, and here you go. These are the Splenda cookies. They're all there. Okay, so let me tell you what's going to happen, okay? Those cookies are on 2 shelves. I've got the sugar on top, and I've got the Splenda on the bottom. 15 minutes at 375. Halfway through the 15 minutes, you're to swap them. Okay? So keep an eye on them. You want the edges a little golden brown, like cookies are supposed to look. Okay, these are the sugar cookies. See how they're kind of brown on the outside? We're gonna take one of the sugar and put it on this side, right there. All right, I wanna show you something now. That's the sugar one, but look at these didn't change their shape like this did. Didn't rise up a little bit. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. But if you see the difference, these are the Splenda ones, okay? And the Splenda ones, they feel cooked too, but they didn't brown like the sugar one did. They don't look like the sugar one did. This looks more like a real butter cookie. Kind of soft in the middle, kind of firm in the middle. So I'm gonna take one of the Splenda ones and put it there, just for the taste test. Are you ready? We're gonna try it. Sugar version on this side, Splenda version on that side. I'm going to try the sugar one first, because this is what it's supposed to taste like. Okay, here we go. Not too sweet. Pretty normal cookie. Tastes pretty good. There we go. A little sweetness. Ah, perfect. All right. Now I'm going to try this one. Okay? And we're going to see. Doesn't look as good. Remember I showed you up close? Okay, here we go. More crumbly in my mouth than the other one. The other one's creamier. Kind of drier. Ironically, it's kind of like I want to drink something with it. You know, I'm not getting that sweetness. Just not getting it. It's like eating a dry cookie with no, I can't taste any of that sweetness that's in there. And it's not holding together as well in my mouth. So I'm honestly going to say that I don't believe this Splenda can replace sugar. In fact, that is my final answer. Well, there you go. We finally settled that myth, huh? Now, don't forget next week, it's the easy cracker, and that's coming to you next on the next Cooking with Jack.